1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Who got more style than Sundew? Illtalk. It's illtalk. It's illtalk. Hey, illtalk. Illtalk. Shout out to Nas for being a GOAT. Oh man, this is crazy. Episode 1, podcast 1 for illtalk. Soon to be the greatest podcast of the year. So today I want to talk about the illest Joe Budden getting shots fired at him from D12, Eminem, 50 Cent. Like, it was crazy. I honestly wanted to see where this will play out. Like, oh man, like, it's low-key crazy that so many shots fired for saying what we all think. I just don't understand it. So, on the now dead show, Everyday Struggle on Complex, Joe Budden, Academics, Nadeska, shout out to y'all three for making something amazing. But they talked about Eminem's latest album, Revival. Didn't live up to standard, didn't live up to par. I think most people were disappointed by it for numerous reasons. But, like, Joe Budden, I guess, got tired. No, he was like, y'all not going to use me as a fall guy for defending Eminem on this just because he's part of Slaughterhouse, 1/4 of Slaughterhouse, signed under Shady Records, which is, Eminem's thing. And he's like, I'm not going to take this. It was trash. It was garbage, saying what we all was thinking it was trash. And then Eminem, 2 Chainz, released a single, pretty dope. I think the single's dope. Chloroseptic remix. Don't know if you hear it in the back, but I'm trying to play it. And Eminem has some shit to say. Everybody's like, I said Joe Budden. What he said is Joe Budden, but it's hard to say. But so Eminem shouts at Joe, and it's like, bro, he was saying what we was all saying. I don't understand where the problem relies. Can't say. People are upset because Joe was signed at Shady Records, and he's like saying how it's trash. He shouldn't say that on his platform, which has grown immensely in the last year and a half. And it's like, bro, like, what do you want to say? He's giving his opinion. He was tired of taking shots just because he's like an M stan, mind you. Me personally, I'm an instant M stan. I love everything Eminem puts out. I loved Walk on Water. I loved how he acknowledged his insecurities. I didn't give a fuck there was no drums. Joe, I'm black. I didn't give a fuck at that point in time. I loved he had Beyonce singing. Her vocals was on point. And it was dope. I think I liked it. It's nice to see behind the curtain of someone who is as big as M, which not many, very few, probably count on 2 hands how many artists are as big as him. Say how insecure they feel at times is dope. And then his second single, I forget what it's called, but it's like Black Boy, blah, 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 blah. I love how he used his platform as the biggest white star we know to combat white supremacy. Loved it. I am not saying that. But as the album came out, I was like, is that like the whole album sound unfinished? It sound unmixed. Like I didn't know where they were going. It just sounded like he should have released it as a mixtape. That's what I'm hoping. But it was just not good. I've heard that from black people who I respect their opinion, my friends, white people, which is weird. But like, it's just like, bro, Eminem didn't do his part. It's just like he's top 10 of everybody's list. He disregarded the color barrier in hip hop and just went for it. But it's just like, this album wasn't it. As an M stan, like, I love everything he does, and it's just disappointing to hear him come out in 2017 with that because like M would have finalized 2017 for me personally being the greatest year of music for my culture, like hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, R&B, like even some popular stuff that we had. I was just like, bro, like this was an amazing year. Like I can't think of another year in my lifetime, and I'm only 22, but like this has been like amazing for us. And he would have definitely solidified it. But I mean, without him, it's so good. But like revival was not it. This is him going in on Core Septic remix with 2 Chainz and Fresher.
But nowadays, every flow, every cadence sound the same. Brings a powder cake. I draw inspiration out of hate. Real pain in the paper. I don't trace, but if I look strange and out of place, it's cause I'm an alien. That's why I write to the pages out of space. From 7 Mile in Novara to how can I be down? All of us trying to pile in the car.
And if Joe Budden's comments about this album, which we're all seconding, we're all agreeing that this was not M's best, spark this, I'm happy for. I hope he does Revival Part 2 and releases it by June, because like he's actually spitting in a way I haven't heard him in years, and I love it. Like this is what I was expecting on an album, but I didn't get it. If he keeps this going, it'll be dope. I think that if M is top 10 all time, don't care what you say. I'm actually lowballing him, but like if M is saying this like now as a response to Joe, it just shows how pivotal like Joe's opinion holds with everyone. Like Joe is an amazing lyricist. I was listening to some of his old discs because I love his discs because he goes at everybody he has a problem with, and I love it. Like he just says he's so good as a lyricist, and I love lyricists. Like it's just so amazing. If like his opinion sparked this out of M, keep going, Joe. Don't let it stop. Put it on Revolt. Put it on whether Complex fucked up with Joe, but like you put it wherever you need to put it, whether it's podcast or not. Keep it going because the game needs M. This M, prime form M. Like it's not even a question as to where like M is all time, but like M is one of those rappers that is just like, damn, he's on everybody's top 10 list, but I just enjoy the fact that he's actually out and about killing the game like this. And then Bizarre, shout out to Bizarre from D12 decided to chip in and give his 2 cents, which nobody's checking for. But it's like he clarified, like, yo, that is for Joe. Like, you know what? He's part of the camp as is Joe, as we thought that M is not pleased with Joe's comments, but it's like, bro, Joe said what we all said. Don't get mad at just Joe for saying this. Like, bro, M, you could have done better. And I love super talented, super influential, highly impactful white person such as Eminem, which not many white artists even are at his level of stardom. I love them using their platform to be like, yo, white privilege is thing. We need to stop it. This ain't right. This ain't cool. This is a platform I come from. Yo, stop it. Like, no, I'm using my platform to use a combat against it. Unlike the likes of Post Malone, which we'll get into another podcast because he's trash and he's a vulture. But like Eminem going in like that, I appreciate it. But like as far as music wise, I didn't like it. Like it just sounded unfinished. Like when you're handing in an essay to your professor and it's like half a night's worth of work, and then like you just watch the game. It was just like that's what Revival was to me. And then like I know M can do better. I was expecting him to do better. I usually stand out for him, but like this I couldn't. I was like, damn, that was it. Like, yeah, he has some dope features, but like I'm not knocking it. I was like, yeah, it was M. I trust him, but like this was like it wasn't it. Like, what did Joe say? Fat Joe say? He's like, when you're an all-time great or like considered one of the GOATs, like when you're out of the game for a while and you jump back in, he said, like they're not quite on beat and like they're just off. Like, and it's clearly they off. It's more clear that they're off than when other people are off. And it's like, bro, I feel like that's Eminem. Like I hope this was his training match, like him going into hyperbolic time chamber, and he's gonna come out. a million times better. I hope he comes out with a part 2 or another album by June, because like this Chloroseptic remix was fire. Shout out to 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz has bars. I feel like he's underestimated as a lyricist, but 2 Chainz was saying some ill shit. I just think that this podcast, I'll be able to explain like how low key stupid and how high key important Joe is at the moment. He's not on Everyday Struggle anymore, but like, shout out to Revolt and Diddy for giving him a platform to speak, but he's just doing his fucking thing right now. I think it's weird that, like, Bizarre of all people is like, yo, I don't like you, bro. I never had, like, I don't know about you, but I never seen anything about Bizarre indicating that. He's just, I don't know, it's just weird that he is. And then 50 was like, Joe, you just confirmed your ass with him. I don't know, 50 had a problem with Joe, but, like, what did Nori say? Nori is like, bro, they're the same person. It's just different levels of success. Shout out to Drink Champs, but, like, Nori's like, y'all so similar, like, and I thought that was true, but like, he's just like, I guess he's another yes man at M Scam, because I know 50 was not like, his trolling ass was not like, bro, this was the one, this is amazing, I agree. Like, no, he's like, yeah, or maybe he just never liked Joe from the beginning for them being similar, but like, I never, this is all speculation at this point, but I just never thought he would take shots at Joe like he has. I think it's dope though, but like, if Joe's opinion weighs this much with everybody, which it should, because he's a dope ass MC, but like, if it's bringing them back, keep it going, Joe. Joe, keep telling us your opinion on shit. Keep pulling back the curtain like Jalen. Like, keep it up. Like, I love it. If it sparks inspiration in all these people, then I can't knock it. I think that's all I got to say about that one. I'm excited to see a podcast tomorrow or this week, whenever, because it's going to be dope. You're an influence. I love you. Keep it going. But now it's time to switch it up a little bit, because the great Lupe has unleashed his further thoughts on the great Kendrick Lamar, Kung Fu Kenny, saying that he's not that great of a lyricist based on his criteria of a lyricist. Now, he's not saying Kendrick's not a lyricist. He says, I guess he is. I guess he's saying like he has some sort of a lyricist, but he's not great in his eyes. And I think that's a dope conversation to be having. It's crazy because not too long ago, me and Flea, yo, you're wrong, but me and my friend Flea got into not an argument, but a disagreement. It will be argument when we see each other, but we got into a disagreement about Lupe versus Common. It was one of those one gotta goes. I think it was like a Chi-Town edition or something like that, but like, he was like, Lupe gotta go. I was like, no, I don't know, because I think Lupe would, at this point in time, I was saying Lupe would get the better of Common, but Flea wasn't having it. Flea's the type of guy, he loves the 90s. The 90s was the greatest ever of all time. If you're grading the MC out of 100, he's giving any and every MC from the 90s a 10 plus bonus point type thing. So if they're 79, they're getting 89 just from being in the 90s. And I think Common is amazing. I think in an all-time list of like the greatest MC, including Impact and other things, Common is higher ranked than Lupe. When you're talking about lyrically, which the list said, Lupe is washing him, Common, and a lot of other niggas. I'm sorry if you disagree, but Lupe, lyrically, Lupe is sometimes too smart for his own good, and even him being too smart for his own good is washing Common. And I don't know if it's playing in the back, but I'm playing Food and Liquor, which is a classic. I don't care if you agree or not. If you disagree, you're wrong. If you agree, you know what's up. Food and Liquor, The Cool, and he's got one more, which I'm not remembering. Let me check, which is another. Food and Liquor and The Cool are bona fide classics, but like solidified in time, like Tetsuo and Youth. Ooh, man, if that's not a classic, it's damn near close. Um, I just think it's crazy how like, and I love Common. Common is dope. Common's an amazing MC. His legacy, I think like breaking him all the time, he's definitely going to be higher than Lupe just based off everything. Which I think like if you're talking about GOAT conversations, you got to include everything. Which I think he gets Lupe in that because his impact on the game coming to NWA, specifically Ice Cube, like it's just like it's not many. There's a few definitely had a comment, but like not many. But like Lupe is not one of them in terms of like them all time lists. But in terms of lyrics, I don't think there's many that would compete against the great Lupe. And he is so amazing. Like even Mos Def backed off of a challenge a couple of years ago. He was like, "Nah, like we're not doing that." Like he after Mos Def was like, "Yo, like I get it." Anybody, and then Lupe was like, "I take it," and he was like, "Nah, that's not really what I meant. Like, you ain't got nothing to prove." Like, bro, it's like Lupe will wash a lot of these niggas lyrically. It even got me in a rabbit hole today. It was just like, bro, how can you knock Lupe's skill? Like, I'm going on a tangent about Lupe, but like, he's so good. Like, he's so smart. He's an MC's MC. Like, he is a lyricist. Like, there's not many. I don't think you can name 20 people ahead of you. No, I know you couldn't name 20 people ahead of Lupe because Lupe is just that good. Like, I don't know what to tell you if you doubt him, but he's one of the greatest of all time. Like, it'll make you sick looking at his lyrics. Like, if you haven't heard of him, check him out. The Cool, Food and Liquor, Tetsuo. I can't say it. I'm not ready for that. But it's just amazing. And Common is also amazing, but like, nah, not too many compared to Lupe. Which brings me back to Kendrick, and it's like, yo, like, did you not hear Kendrick's Control verse? I want you to compare Kendrick's Control verse to like Lupe's response back when that happened, because Lupe washed him, as well as a lot of people. I was listening to other people today just getting ready for this, and I was just like, yo, Kendrick got washed by a lot of people, because that Kendrick response, I love it. I love his Control verse, because it was just like, yo, like he's challenging the whole game right now, and he just really went in. But like he didn't really actually go in based on lyrics and bars. He wasn't like, it wasn't that impressive, which is why I get Lupe saying it was whack. But like, y'all, like Kendrick and Lupe going at each other may make or break like Kendrick's status as an MC. Like not as an MC, but like as the best in the game right now. Because Lupe could go at a lot of like top tier artists right now and just kill him, and he's not. He's like a junior Talib Kweli or junior Andre 3 Sacks. It's not even comparable. Like a lot of niggas can't compete with Talib and 3 Sacks. Like the way he raps reminds me of Talib, but like his energy, his presence gives me like that 3 Sacks vibe. Like not many of these guys are going up against him. And I would love if Kendrick went at him, because Kendrick's been daring somebody to call out the Candyman, and guess what? Somebody's calling out the Candyman. Not, disrespectful way. Lupe's like, yo, he's a dope storyteller, which he is. I think he's a better storyteller than Lupe, but like, I don't think he wants to go head to head like with this guy. This guy. Oh man, that would be that would be entertaining. I think this would really make a break, because I think Lupe solidified in a lot of people's minds. I think some people are hesitant on Kendrick's status, but like, nah, he's nice. His lyrics go over a lot of people's heads, and if you're not a really hip hop head in that way of lyrics and trying to get in that, there's no way you'll be able to appreciate or even take time to learn how great Lupe is. Lupe is an amazing talent. There's not many that overcome him. I could not name 20 MCs who are better lyricists than Lupe. And I'm not saying he's 20, but I'm just saying I could not name 20 MCs better than Lupe. And that's amazing, because like a lot of people look down on anything after the 90s, and Lupe came after the 90s, and it's like, yo, he is one of the few who took that lyricist game to that level that the people in the 90s are like, yo, this is where we could go. Lupe is just he's incredible. Um, there's many people who I would love to see, but I would love to see Lupe and Kendrick go at it because we know Big Sean's not taking that challenge from Kendrick. So like there's like right now, currently in this point in time, early January 2018, I'm looking forward to only like J. Cole and Lupe going at Kendrick because it seems like nobody else is really taking up that challenge. And I don't think Lupe is really like challenging him, but he's low key baiting him. It's like I want Kendrick to come out and say something, which he hasn't. His like label has, but like he's I don't know if Kendrick will because it's like I think Kendrick knows he'll wash Sean, and Sean's dope, but I think Kendrick will wash him. I'm sorry, he'll body him. He won't wash him, but Lupe might body. No, he would body Kendrick. There's no wash. There's no might. I don't know if he'll wash him because Kendrick will know how to come at his absolute A game, but like it's hard to tell. I think that's all that's current that I want to talk about in this podcast. Thank you for joining L Talk. This has been your guy Prince. Killing the game, trying to start out fresh in these streets. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you next week on Ill Talk. Once again, this is Ill Talk, Ill Talk, Ill Talk, burning in your brain, my guy. Inspired by Nas, the GOAT of all time. We'll get into another time. Please enjoy Lupe, Joe Budden, Eminem talk for the next week or so. We'll see what this week takes for us. Deuces.